Hi, I'm Pastor Dan with First Parish Church in York, Maine. Have you ever done the dishes before? Really, I was wondering, have you ever broken something when you were doing the dishes? Maybe it was a glass or, I don't know, something made out of ceramic, like a bowl or something like that. It's easy to do. Everything gets wet and slippery, and, one thing leads to another, and you drop something, and it falls and it breaks. Maybe you weren't being careful enough, maybe you got distracted, or maybe things just were too slippery. Maybe your parents bought that extra slippery kind of soap. Well, it happens from time to time, doesn't it? Breaking things, it happens. Sometimes it happens by accident. Sometimes it happens on purpose, You just get so angry sometimes that all you can do is just break something. And that happens from time to time, and I hope that your parents don't get too mad when you break something doing the dishes. I've done it before, and frankly, I get a little bit more angry at myself than I think my parents ever got angry at me. I think that's true about God. I think that that's something we can learn about how God works. Gotta be really careful here. I've got a knife. Maybe I'll wait until I'm not filming to work on the really sharp knife so that I can give it my full attention. But when you're doing the dishes and you break something, your parents, they might be disappointed. They might maybe discipline you or something like that. But it doesn't make them love you any less, and it's certainly not going to make them have you stop doing dishes. I've tried that one too. Being so bad at doing the dishes that your parents stop asking you to do it, doesn't work that way. They just make you get better. And I think God works in a similar way. I think when we make mistakes, when we do something wrong, whether it's by accident or it's in a fit of anger, I think a fit of anger is the word that I'm trying to say right there, I think, well, it doesn't make God love us any less. I don't just think that. I know that. It doesn't make God love us any less. God might be disappointed. God might want us, well, God definitely wants us to do better, but God doesn't love us any less. And God doesn't get angry with us and isn't angry with us forever. Sometimes I think that we're more angry at ourselves for the things that we do wrong than God is, which is actually kind of healthy sometimes. Because what God is there for is to love us and to surround us with love and to give us sort of a safety net to fall back on. But God does want us to do better. God isn't just going to say, oh, hey, make all the mistakes that you want. It's no big deal because, we don't want to be breaking dishes, whether they're real dishes in our life or whether it's, something that we're doing in our life that we're doing wrong. God doesn't want us to do those bad things, but if we do, if we make a mistake or if we get angry and we lash out, it's not the end of the world. God isn't going to hate us forever. God isn't going to hate us at all. God doesn't hate us, just like your parents aren't going to hate you for breaking a glass. God's going to love us no matter what. And we just need to keep trying to do better to be worthy of that love, even though we get it anyway. I think that love that God gives us, that grace, that's the fancy word for it, that sort of forgiveness that God gives to us freely. We want to be able to live up to that, even though it's probably impossible. We want to keep trying. So we want to keep going back to the sink, as it were, and trying to do better, trying to make it through a whole shift of doing dishes without breaking anything, because I think that'll make God really proud. And until we get there, well, I think God's proud of us right along the way, and God likes to see us getting better bit by bit by bit. For now, I think I'll stick with wooden spoons because it's really hard for me to break those, but, maybe one day. Thanks for stopping by.